Ever caught yourself planning a dream trip in your head during class or at work? Travel isn't just something we all crave, it's also a super common topic in the IELTS speaking test. So today we're diving into Part 1, Travel Habits, Part 2, A Memorable Trip, Part 3, Global Tourism and Social Issues, and yes, you'll hear idioms, banned 8-level phrases, and sample answers that actually sound like something a real person would say in the test. Let's get into it.
Part 1. Travel Habits. Do you enjoy traveling?
No question about it. Traveling is something I genuinely look forward to. It gives me a break from routine and helps me reset mentally. Even a quick weekend getaway can leave me feeling refreshed and recharged.
How often do you travel?
Not as often as I'd like, to be honest. I usually travel once or twice a year, mostly during holidays or school breaks, but I try to make each trip meaningful, not just a rushed photo session.
What kind of places do you like to visit?
I tend to gravitate toward nature, places with mountains, forests, or beaches. There's something grounding about being surrounded by natural beauty. I also enjoy cities with strong cultural identities, like Kyoto or Hoi An, where every corner has a story.
Have your travel habits changed over time?
Most definitely. I used to be all about ticking destinations off a list. Now I'm more into slow travel, staying longer in one place, connecting with locals, and experiencing daily life. It's less about sightseeing and more about immersion.
Part 2. Cue card. Describe a memorable trip you went on. You should say where you went, who you went with, what you did there, explain why it was memorable.
One of the most unforgettable trips I've taken was to Dalat, a highland city in Vietnam, a couple of years ago. I went with 3 of my closest friends during our university break. The weather was cool and misty, and the scenery was absolutely breathtaking. Pine forests, quiet lakes, and winding roads. We rented scooters and explored hidden spots that weren't on any tourist maps. It was the first time I felt like I was really off the grid. What made the trip so memorable wasn't just the scenery. It was the vibe. We cooked meals in our Airbnb, stayed up late talking, and even got lost one night, but ended up discovering this tiny cafe in the middle of nowhere. That moment really stuck with me. To this day, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I think back to that trip. It reminded me that you don't have to go far or spend a fortune to create lasting memories. Sometimes it's the people and the spontaneity that make all the difference.
Part 3. Discussion. Travel and society. Why do people like to travel?
I think people travel for a mix of reasons: curiosity, relaxation, and personal growth. Stepping out of your comfort zone helps you see the world and yourself from a new perspective. Also, travel creates memories that often outlast material possessions.
What impact does tourism have on local communities?
Tourism can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it boosts the local economy, creates jobs, and promotes cultural exchange, but if not managed properly, it can lead to overcrowding, environmental damage, and the loss of local identity. Sustainable tourism is key, balancing economic gain with cultural and environmental preservation.
Has modern technology changed the way people travel?
Absolutely. Technology has revolutionized travel, from booking flights and accommodation to navigating unfamiliar cities. Apps like Google Maps or Airbnb have made travel more accessible and customizable. But ironically, it's also made people rely more on screens than on human interaction, like asking locals for directions or recommendations.
Should governments invest more in domestic tourism?
I believe so. Supporting domestic travel encourages citizens to explore their own country and helps smaller towns thrive. It also makes travel more affordable and reduces the environmental footprint of long-haul flights. Investing in local tourism can strengthen national identity and spread economic benefits more evenly. All right, that's it for today's episode. If your brain's full, congrats, you've leveled up. If it's not, well, go rewatch. I don't make these for decoration. Got a topic you're dreading in IELTS? Drop it in the comments. I might just suffer through it with you. And hey, even if you just leave a random emoji to show you're alive, I'll take it. Catch you in the next one. Until then, keep calm and don't let part 3 stress you out. Peace!